Hi, this is Cheri. I'm going to show you how to draw a full-bodied cat, a seated cat. So start by drawing the head and really basic shape. That's the body of the cat, and there's a little line to show that he's sitting there. Next, you're going to draw the front legs. This is the basic structure of the shoulders, the joints, and the overall forelegs. The hind legs, when seated, um, because of foreshortening, I'm just drawing in a couple of ovals. From the side, if it was a profile shot, they would be more rounded, but as I said, foreshortening, they're going to look like a couple of footballs there. Next, I want to work on the head of the kitty cat, the face. I want him looking up a little bit since this is going to be a contented kitty cat. So he's going to look up. I'm going to have him smiling. And I'm putting in just really simple little crease for the eyes because they're going to be closed. It's a contented kitty cat, and content kitty cats are usually asleep or very rested. And I'm just fixing the proportion of the mouth a little bit. It's really subtle, but I think it looks better having a slightly smaller mouth. And now I'm going to outline the face of the cat and the ears as well. So now it's starting to really come together. It looks like a real kitty cat. I especially enjoy animated characters, so this cat will look, although it's going to be dimensional because it has shadows, it's still going to be very cartoony. And I kind of like that because cats are just, they really are cartoons. They're walking cartoons. They do so many funny things, and as evidenced by the lol cat memes and all the cat videos on YouTube, I think most people would agree that cats are just very animated creatures. So as you can see, I've drawn in all the paws on the front and hind legs. Now I'm putting in the toes. Just really simple lines. It's not too complicated, which is great. And as I said before about cats being animated, their tails, they're just as fluid as their spines. So I just went with the curve of the hind end of the cat there, and I brought it around with my pencil. So that way it would be very fluid and consistent with the cat's spine, even while seated. They are very fluid creatures. I'm done with my basic proportion lines, all the sketchy things that I had to begin with. So now that I've got a real solid outline, I'm going in and removing all of those sketchy lines. And it's pulling off some of the outline, the main outline too, but that's okay because I can go back and redraw that. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to redraw the outline. I'm not too happy with the proportion where the elbow was, so I just moved it. And I know that's rather unorthodox, but I draw very sculpturally. I add and take away. I work with what I have. It's kind of a cheating thing, I know, but I wanted to fix it now instead of later when I was going to be putting in shading. This cat, as is, would stand alone just fine without any shading. We see that it's a really cute cat, but I want to push for some dimension, so I'm putting in some shadow now. Starting from the top down, and see, now I've got my nose. I didn't want a really heavy line for the nose to begin with because I didn't want it to be too distracting from the rest of the cat. I know where the heaviest shadows will be on this cat, and that's going to be in the creases. And as you see, I'm pushing them right now on the lower body, the lower part of the body. And now that's starting to put some weight on this cat. And I'm giving him a little line across his tail. Maybe he's got a white tip on him. I don't really know what color he'll be since this is just a graphite drawing. Pushing those values. Now that I've got some more across the rest of the cat body, I can push them further. Strong values always make for really good drawings or paintings if you're doing a painting. And now I'm kind of getting in that touch-up phase. I'm at this point where I'm thinking, okay, what else do I want to do? And I realize I don't have any whiskers on my cat yet, so I put in a couple of whiskers on the eyebrows of the kitty cat, as well as the whiskers on the front of the face. And this prompts me now to want to put some more shadows and form to the cat's face. And putting a little more shading on the upper torso and the tail. Now, this cat kind of looks like he's floating in space, which just isn't going to work with him having three-dimensional form. So I am giving him a shadow. His body is casting a shadow. In another video, I talked about the importance of knowing your light source. Right now, the light source I have is kind of diffused. Maybe it's just above, maybe he's outside somewhere, so it's pretty bright. Later on in other videos, I will probably be including how to draw a light source, or at least to help you as you're doing your shading. And I've got a line behind him just to show that, hey, he's sitting on a surface. Maybe he's on a table. Maybe he's sitting on the floor with the wall behind him. But we know now he's not in space anymore, just floating around on a piece of paper. And I just gave a little bit of detail there for the cat's eyelids. I think that helps. Now we can see, okay, this is a very content kitty cat. Some of these shadows look a little forced, you know, like the hatching may be a little rough. So I'm going in and softening it up, lightening it up in places. And I don't want to lose too much of my shadow because I think it gives this kitty a lot of character and texture. And I'm almost finished, getting to the point where I need to decide where I'm going to stop. Not easy, but you know, you learn. You learn when to stop. And I think I'm done. I'm happy with this kitty. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please like this, share with your friends, and have a great day.